Well, okay, we went to see, well, first of all, Sunday we went to church, and then they sang the Star Spangled Banner in church, and they were both, Joshua and Ethan were both so happy because Joshua just loves the word star, you know, so he was just, every time he would hear the word star, he would go, star, 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 you know, and Ethan was just so, you know, thrilled with the bombs bursting in the air and the red rockets, you know, the glare and all of that, so he was really interested in stuff. So anyway, then we went to see the fireworks, and then, you know, the friend that he plays, the neighbor that he plays with across the street, so they were both, you know, we were all there watching the fireworks, and so they're like, oh wow, 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 and so he tells Spencer, you know that's really, we really watch the fireworks to remember the bombing, right? And Spencer is looking at him like, what bombing? He said, oh, Spencer, the bombing when the United States of America became a free country. And Spencer continued to just look at him like, you know, what are you talking about, kind of a look. And he said, don't you remember we even sang the song in church? And this boy also goes to church with us, you know. And he said, well, don't you remember we just sang the song in church with the bombs bursting in the air and stuff? And, you know, and Spencer is, of course, more interested in looking up to the sky to see the fireworks than to listen to Ethan. And then, you know, and he said, wow, wow, look at this one, look at this one. And then Ethan said, isn't that so cool that the flag was still there waving? And do you know that Francis Scott Key, listen to this, Francis Scott Key was wondering how come the flag was still there, because they were shooting with big cannonballs and everything, and that flag was still there, just, and he was very curious to see why the flag was still there. So he went there to the fort, and you know, he saw there was a lot of dead bodies all over the floor by the flag. So people were defending the flag with their own bodies. Isn't that amazing? And Spencer, you know, looked at him and said, oh, that's kind of dumb for me to die just, you know, to protect a piece of cloth. Oh boy, he was mad. He stood up, you know, put his hands around his waist and kind of frowned really mad, you know, at Spencer and said, Spencer, that's not just a piece of cloth. It is a symbol of liberty and justice. Spencer, you're making me mad. And the neighbor, you know, like, he's just like, how old is he again? I'm like, he's 4, you know, and I'm like, please don't grow up to go to a war or something, because, you know, talking like that, because we have, you know, books about the 4th of July and stuff, but I had read it to him about Francis Scott Key and all of that stuff, like, not this 4th of July, last year. So it's amazing that he remembered, and you know, just kept going on and on and on it. It's just funny.